Hey, welcome back to Skyblock, where I've been a little bit busy between videos. So I fixed the problems with Botania from last video. Uh, and this is my very jank setup to try and semi-automate mana production. I've also made a Thermalily, just as another means of generating a lot of mana. And this did pretty well to solve my mana problems. Enough that I was able to get 6 Terra Steel, which should be enough to go off of. And while I waited for all of that, I solved a problem that's been plaguing me for a really long time. I've never brought it up because it's never been significant until now, but for some reason I keep losing seeds in this farm, and I just couldn't figure out what it was until I saw it happen between videos. A pig ate one of the crops, it unhoed the ground, and the seed was just dropped on the ground and likely despawned. And I'm guessing that's what happens with all of the ones that I've missed, or have gone missing. So, I've put a fence around all of the spots with crops as best I can, and on this platform to stop them from falling off. Just so I've got the minimal number of mobs in my farm eating my crops. And it seems to have worked, kind of. I haven't really checked. But anyway, I think I've done enough between videos. I think I'm ready to go back to Botania now that my mana problems have been fixed. So, in this video, I don't think I'll make it all the way to Gaia, but maybe I can get Alfsteel? It seems doable. 2 mana pools? Jesus! Why does mana get so costly? Well, maybe I haven't solved my mana problems, but I can make a little bit more progress on it at the very least. Elven Gateway Core, what does that need? Terra Steel Nuggets? I should only need 1. Yeah, this only asks for 1 Elven Gateway Core, 3 Glimmering Living Wood, and 2 Natura Pylons. There's the 3 Glimmering Living Wood. And then I need a mana pylon. I have what I need for that. 2 of them. I need to make 2 Eyes of Ender, and then I should be able to make the 2 Natura pylons. Nice. So to make all of that, I only actually needed 1 Terra Steel ingot. Well, does it tell me how to build the portal? Or am I going to have to consult the book? Okay, so I need another 8 living wood blocks, and 2 more mana pools. Okay. And then I make this shape. So core at the bottom, living wood along the sides, glimmering living wood in the center. And I make a structure like that. Okay, so additionally, any mana pools in the vicinity with a Natura pylon above will work to power this. But I need to fill these with a bunch of mana now. And before I set this going, I need to figure out how to make all of this stuff. Oh, I think it's just what I've already made, but through Elven Trade. Although I don't do the string this time, I do more living wood logs. Or just living wood, rather. And once again, I might be setting my sights a little bit too high, but I think this will give me enough to work off of. So now I need to get this working again. I put all the items I want in the dispenser. I should have a better system, but if I just remove and replace the redstone... Oh, it didn't quite work. I need to be standing a bit further away. There. There's a pressure plate down there that'll detect when the item is removed and then trigger the dispenser again. And it just gets all of these going. So, I need to try and get these to go into the mana pools. Yeah, it's a little bit weird, but it works. It doesn't say how much mana I'd need. It just says a huge amount. Do I just wait until I've run out of coal in here? And presumably got a lot of mana in these pools? I think I might. Yeah, this may take a while. I'll come back later. And as you could probably see, there's one other thing that I've earmarked for later. I'm getting sick of having all of these wind generators, and I'm still making more to keep up with my demand. So I want to make a reactor, finally. And I think most of this would do best in the form of encoded patterns. So I think I'll just make a very basic reactor for the time being. I'm probably going to need more than this, but I think this is the bare minimum. Either way, it's all I can afford currently. And I think I'm just going to extend this platform out a bit for where I want to put the reactor on. Yeah, right behind my house might not be the best idea. I'll do it anyway. So I presume this is made in more or less the same way. Oh, I'm just short. Just 4 more casings will do. Yeah, there we go. Seems to have made the multi-block. Okay, this is more or less what I'm used to. And does the access port? Interesting. Might need to make another access port. There we go. Squeezed one more access port in there. I think I might need to hopper the fuel in. Okay, well, it's full. I'll need to take some of the power out before I can turn this on. So then, should be able to just turn it on? Oh. Is that bad? How hot it is? How far does it let me insert this rod? I want to go 90 and see if this is any better. Okay, it's a bit more stable. Huh, this is only making 316 RF per tick. Is that bad? I can get it a little closer. One wind generator alone is making 192. This is gonna have to do better. And that means I'll probably have to go bigger. Okay, with a bunch more reactor casings, how much bigger can I make this? I seem to have made it 2 blocks bigger. Ideally, I'd like it to be about a 3x3 internally. So I'm gonna need a lot more casings. Here's another 20. Is this gonna make it? Oh, 1 short. There we go. Okay. It's a 3x3 internally. How much better will this be? It stores just as much. I'm gonna set the rod to 80%. Oof. The fuel heat is pretty hot. It's generating less. Maybe adding more coolant wasn't the best idea. Okay. New idea. Oh, where'd my buckets go? I'm not gonna have coolant, I'm just gonna have air. It's a lot hotter. The casing is less hot? Maybe I want a better coolant? Has bigger reactors been nerfed, or do I just need to get a really, really big reactor? Okay. Do I just need a really big reactor? I've put the coolant back as well. I'm still only going to have 90% of the rod in. So this is generating 10% as much heat. Ooh, yeah! I really wish it would transfer more into the case. So what's actually generating the power here? And how bad would it be if I fully retracted the rod? Well, by retracting the rod more, it's hotter. I don't like that it's clipping the gauge. But I'm getting 1 kilo RF. That's like about 10 wind generators now. It still doesn't feel safe. Does it explode when something's too hot? I really feel like letting the core heat get as hot as it is a bad idea. I'm going gung-ho. Only 70%. Okay, I'm getting diminishing returns now on my power generation. I'm going way risky here. It doesn't seem like it's actually a bad thing to let the fuel get this hot. Screw it. No rod. It's really hot. This really doesn't feel safe. I'm clipping the gauge by almost double. Maybe this just works? Let's just say each of these wind generators is making 200 FE per tick. This is making enough to cover 9 of them. And the wind generators are nowhere near enough. I might have to work away at this a bit between videos. It might end up getting really, really big. I'm gonna leave it be, because I'm pretty sure Botania is ready to go. Well, that was a fun detour. I've got not too much mana, but this might be enough. Either way, this feels like it's about as much mana as I'm gonna get. So let's prepare everything that I'm gonna be throwing into the portal, because I'm not gonna have that much time for this. So, trigger it. And the portal's forming. So then does it just work? Yes. It does. Cool. So I can just throw all my stuff in, and it just works. I was expecting to need a lot more mana for this, actually. I think it does still drain mana over time, but it seems a little slow. Well, I've got a portal to Alfheim now, and I've upgraded the Botania. You know what, I'm going to put more through that portal. I've got plenty of mana. Give me as much alfhiem as you can. Ooh, elven quartz sounds useful. Well, I guess this portal actually lasts quite a while. I want to leave it running then. So now I need to make the mana infuser. Oof, I need to make all of the runes of seasons and the rune of Asgard. Okay, how much stuff am I gonna need? I need another netherite ingot? I should be able to make a rod of the Bifrost now. Yeah, there we go. Okay, looking again through most of this stuff, I might be fine if I just remake all of these elemental runes. Okay, I should have all the stuff that I need for the elemental runes. What do I need for the runes of the seasons? So spring is wheat and 3 saplings. Summer, we've done this, sand, slime, and melon. Autumn is 3 leaves and a spider eye. And then winter is 2 snow, wool, and cake. I don't think I can make the cake. Okay, I got the wheat. I just need to go to the Twilight Forest and find a cow. I'll also bring a shovel because I need snow somehow. And the Twilight Forest seems to be the only place I can find it. Well, here's the snow. Oh, I can just get the blocks. Whoa, this snow is very deep. Okay, I think I've got enough snow from that. I don't really seem to be finding any cows around here. I haven't seen any other passive mobs other than chickens, actually. I don't think there are cows in the Twilight Forest. I might just have to wait until one spawns on my island. Is there any other way to get a milk bucket? For some reason, melting skulls gives milk. And I do have some skulls that I've been collecting from wandering traders. It doesn't feel right to use the wither skeleton skulls, but I think in this case I have to. And if I just put them in the smeltery, it should just give them to me. Yeah, 2 buckets of milk. That's so weird. But it worked. So now I can make a cake. Now I just need to start going down the line of making all of the things that I need. I think I'll fuel it almost entirely with the Gormarillus. There's the rune of air. There's the rune of earth. There's the rune of fire. There's the rune of water. Now we get to the seasonal runes. This is the rune of spring. Whoa. Oh! Right, it doesn't consume the other runes. That's thrown off my calculations a bit. Here's the rune of summer. Here's the rune of autumn. And here's the rune of winter. Right, that's all the seasonal runes. Now I just need to get the rune of Asgard. And I've noticed that it also takes this rune of pride. Rune of summer, rune of fire, and 2 mana diamonds. Okay, that is not that hard. Also, I've got the netherite ingot that I need for Asgard. There's the rune of pride. And then, with these last few ingredients, I can make the rune of Asgard. The final rune that I need. And all of this is just to make the mana infuser. Oh, right, I need to make glimmering dreamwood. Mana infuser. And that's consumed every rune that I just made. Well, that was a trek. Surely the mana infuser on its own isn't enough. Yeah, I do need to make something. Oh, and I need to get Shimmerrock, apparently. Rod of the Bifrost and Alfglass makes a Bifrost block. So I need 4. Do I still have... I don't still have the Rod of the Bifrost. It's not too hard to make another one. But I need 4 Bifrost blocks, then make 4 Shimmerrock, and 4 blocks of gold. I do need a 5th Shimmerrock. It's not that hard to make though. And this can just go here. So how do I get 2 mana pools worth of mana? Unless I just get 2 pools. And if I set up the sparks again, I think that'll work. So now I still just need to generate a lot of mana. I think I'll do the maths in advance for how much alf steel I'll need. The only purpose of the alf steel pylons is to make the Gaia pylons. And how many of those do I need? 4? Yes. And I need 2 alf steel nuggets for 1 pylon. So 4 pylons, that's 8 alf steel nuggets. So that's still only 1 ingot. I don't think I need any more than that. Well, I don't have nearly enough coal to be able to generate the mana required for all of this. So this is going to have to wait until yet one more video. Now I can go back to the reactor and see. I need to make it a lot bigger. Okay, I think I'm going to have to go just a little bit gung-ho on this. I'm going to lose a bunch of power. It's fine. Okay. Now it's a little bit bigger. Let's fill it with fuel and see how it goes. Oh, it still maintained a lot of its energy capacity. Alright, let's see. Oh, that shot up quick. But it seems to have plateaued. Okay, I'm generating about 4 kilo RF. I really don't like how big the fuel heat is. Okay, so about 4 kilo RF. Oh, what's the conversion between RF and FE? Are they the same? I'm just going to assume that RF and FE are the same. So then 4,000 is enough to cover 20 wind generators. So that's 400 more FE than what I'm currently producing. So I'm barely doubling with this giant reactor. Was big reactors nerfed? I swear it must have been nerfed. That or wind generators are just really good. Either way, this works when I needed a boost of energy. And so far, if I'm running any large crafting recipe, I'm just not going to have power for a while, so having something to boost it will be very helpful. And who knows, maybe I can make it even bigger than this. Right, well that seems like enough for this video. We've progressed Botania a bit more, we've got the portal to Alfheim, and we used the Elementium stuff to make a mana infuser, so that eventually we can get Alf Steel. Maybe in the next one we can fight Gaia? Once I've got enough mana for it? I think that's feasible in the next video. And on the side, we've just made a big reactor that doesn't even generate that much power. When I thought of this, I thought it would generate like 10 times as much energy as I currently have. But no. With your reactor this big, which is... I mean, it's small in the scheme of things, but it's still decent. I expected one of this size to far outweigh wind generators like this, but nope. Anyway, that seems like enough for this video. And I'm nearly finished with Botania. Or at least what I plan to do with Botania. Then comes the question of where to go next. Also, I've just now noticed there was a quest for a big reactor. I made everything that I needed, but the quest wasn't available yet. Okay, that's enough for this video. Bye.